Hi boys and girls, I want to give my shout outs right away tonight before I forget. So shout out to Jillian and Bailey first for letting me know that there was something wrong with the video from last night. For some reason the link loaded and the video loaded to one class but not the other two classes. So I apologize once again and thank you girls for letting me know. And then shout out to Isaiah for bringing that smile to class today and for volunteering to do so much work and to help us out. And we're going to have to see if we can find you a Packers lanyard somewhere. I don't know why you would want a Packers lanyard, but all right, we'll look for one. Okay, so we're having a quick quiz tomorrow on ordering numbers and the real number system. It'll be quick, and then we're going to start to move on to our last topic that is in this unit. Quick unit. So we have to talk about powers of 10. Okay, so powers of 10. Let's say I have the number 5. Where's the decimal point right now? The decimal point is right here to the right of the 5. Okay, so it's really like 5.0. Let's say I multiply that by 10. So what's 5 times 10? 50. Okay, now the decimal point is over here. We've got the 0 here. Let's multiply that by another 10. 50 times 10 is 500. That again. Multiply that by another 10, and we have 5,000. Anyone see what's happening here? How many of you say that we're adding another 0? You're correct. But did we notice anything about the decimal point? Let's try another one. Let's say now we have the number 4.62. If I multiply that by 10, multiply that by 10, 4.62. Think about it. If we multiplied 4 by 2, I'm covering up the 2 with my hand. Obviously, none of you can see that. But visualize that I'm covering up the 6 and the 2 with my hand. If we multiply just 4 by 10, what's going to happen? We would get 40. 4.62 times 10 is going to end up giving us the result of 46.2. Then we would fill in that empty spot with the 0. So we multiply that by 10 now. Guesses? 462.00. Multiply that by 10. 4,620.00. What's happening with the decimal point? Because we didn't add a 0, we kind of sort of added a 0, but we didn't really need to have that 0 because that was just a placeholder. So if we were to erase these zeros, the values of those numbers stay the same. So what was it that was happening to the decimal point? Anyone? Any guesses? Let's try another one. So now we're going to have 0.000123. Let's multiply this one by 10. Well, if you're not sure, use a calculator. And here I'm going to tell you right now, this is what the answer is going to be. 0.00123. And we've got a little 0 here. Multiply that by 10. We know the pattern. Excellent. Multiply this one by 10. I'm writing these zeros kind of like a dotted because they're there, but we don't really need them there. Multiply this by 10. Multiply by 10 again. Oops, forgot to change to blue. Who sees what's happening? We are moving the decimal point to which direction? To the right, because we are getting bigger every time we multiply by 10. Does anyone remember if we're multiplying this by 10? So we multiplied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So what we really did here, check the number. We multiplied that by 10 5 times. I think it was 5. We got that quickly. I don't remember how we can rewrite that 10. Ding, 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 with an exponent. So what we really have here is 0.000123 times 10 to the 5th power. And all this is telling us is that we're multiplying by 10 5 times. And I just showed you what happens when we multiply by 10. All multiplying by 10 does is move the decimal point. The reason why that happens is because here in the United States, and really most places, numbers, we're in a base 10 system. How many fingers do we have? We got 10 fingers. So that means once we start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, notice how I counted. I didn't start with 0, so I used the natural numbers. Once we get to 10, then we start going over to 11 again, and we go on our next finger. Or we start with our hands all over again. Base 10. We have 10 in each unit when we're counting. If we were to look back at some of the first ones, that 4.62, I don't remember how many times we multiplied by 10, but let's say we multiplied by 10 3 times. That meant that we moved the decimal point 3 times to the right. Oops, to the right. Don't listen to me. Moved it 3 times to the right. So multiplying by 10 is the same as moving the decimal point to the right. And the exponent will tell us how many times that's going to happen. All right, here is the question I want you to answer. You're taking an educated guess. What do you think it would mean if we had a negative exponent? So let's say this was 4.62 times 10 to the negative third. What's going to happen now? So submit that, put it in your create section, and I will see you tomorrow.